process of getting life insurance is completely unrecognizable compared to what it used to be even a year or a couple years ago. I'm going to explain my recent experience with getting life insurance so that you can have the same approach and experience as me. Got that and more coming up. My name is Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. No one likes the process of getting life insurance. No one likes talking about it. Absolutely no one does, right? And yet it's a necessity, and we typically feel that necessity when we're going through something, but it's the job of your certified financial planner to show you that there are 6 different areas of your financial life and my financial life and everyone's financial life, and having the right protection is one of those 6 areas. But it's not just this separate piece of your finances. And this is where most people, or certainly culture, gets it wrong. They treat these different parts of your financial life as separate and distinct. No, guys, they are all together. They are connected in ways that most people can't really understand, or really aren't. It's not clear to the naked eye. Your protection plan, okay, or let's just say getting life insurance, which is one of the 5 key risks that you need to manage, that we all need to manage within protection planning. So it obviously directly impacts protection planning. It impacts your present financial position, your cash flow, right? How much does it cost? Does it make sense to hold it? It impacts your estate plan, because that's where you run the miles and do the math to say, well, how much do you need if something happened to you? Do you need this amount? Do you need that amount? Are you fully insured? Are you self-insured? It impacts your retirement plan, because it's based on all of your savings up for your future and saving up for your goals and so on. That helps determine how much you really need to have for life insurance. That's part of where we do our needs analysis. So right there, life insurance, often treated as a transaction, just get something in place and keep moving forward. You've got to look at your present financial position, your estate plan, your retirement plan, and I can even make a case that you've got to consider your tax picture and your investment plan. It impacts almost all, if not all, areas of your financial life. You need to be treating your life insurance decision as a part of the integrated all 6 areas of your financial life. So for me and Cindy, we've got 3 kids, and we've got life insurance. We got life insurance when we first got married. We added a little bit more when we started having kiddos, and we added a little bit more. I added a little bit more even just a couple of years ago. But a few years, shortly after that, dealing with some health stuff that had some, let's just say, unanswered questions, and I had a few extra pounds as well. And I told myself, well, when those questions get answered, I'm gonna get more life insurance, because I feel like I need a little bit more. Well, shame on me, because those questions never really got answered, but I sort of was told, I don't think you need to ask those questions anymore, and was able to shed a few pounds as well. And I should have gotten life insurance in place, or a little bit more, and I didn't. Well, now those questions are starting to come back a little bit. And so before we really needed to start wrestling with them, I was like, okay, nope, I needed to get life insurance. Let's do it. I mentioned that I had just gotten some new life insurance just a few years ago. And of course, I've helped lots of clients with life insurance and getting the right coverage. Guys, the process, the approach that I just went through was completely unrecognizable from the life insurance experience that I had as a consumer just a few years earlier. I want to share this experience. It's changed completely, and this is the experience that you need to have when you're assessing whether you need life insurance and when you go to apply and get coverage in place. You need this experience. First thing, it was completely online. I reached out to our team leader of that area, Amanda. She's fantastic. And I said, hey, I know I've mentioned this before. I think it's time. Let's go ahead and apply. Let me know what we need to do. And she told me, hey, the process is completely different. And of course, I've tested it and everything, so I wasn't completely in the dark. But she did a little bit. I have no idea how much time it took her, a few minutes. But she said, okay, I've sent you the online application. I got an email and I got a text with a link to it. And then the questions were all online. Everything was online. She pre-filled as much as she knew about me, but she didn't know the intimate details. And everything was online, very smooth, very efficient, very clear. Much better than the old paper even just a couple years ago, it was a paper document that we needed to fill out. Now, this is after we've already analyzed, and Amanda did this for me, okay, height, weight, how much insurance are you looking to get, and already took a look at all of the companies, A-rated companies and whatnot, and picked the one that was it had the best pricing for what we expected it to be. So everything was online as opposed to filling out handwritten and paper and copies and all of that mess, and the inefficiencies that brought. Second thing that stood out was some new questions from even just a few years ago, and the thoroughness in the add-on questions depending on how I answered. Here's a couple examples. One, it did ask whether I've been treated for COVID in the past 12 months. I thought that was interesting, especially with obviously the pandemic 5 years ago, but to still be asking that right now. And I had said no, and that was the truth. But had I said yes, there probably would have been some follow-up questions. It of course asked if I am a tobacco user or alcohol, but it also asked if I use cannabis or marijuana. The last time that I applied for life insurance, there wasn't, it wasn't as legalized as it is now. And so be prepared for that question as well. There were also several questions about my mental health as well, which obviously has always been important. I don't remember that ever being a question on life insurance in the past. Maybe it was there and I forgot, but it seemed to be emphasized. It sort of stood out to me. It asked about my parents. Specifically, it asked whether both my parents had survived until age 75, which I was able to answer yes, but that was a little surprising. Why did they pick 75? Maybe it was just that company, but that stood out to me as well. And then in the series of questions, of course, about your health and whatnot, I had to say, I'd seen a doctor recently about high cholesterol. And when I said that, it then had a very smart, intelligent, responsive follow-up questions to that. Are you taking medication? No. Did your doctor advise you to take medication and you said no? Okay, no. When was the last time that you had your cholesterol checked? Put in that date. What were the exact readings? And because everything is through technology, I was able to pull that up in my portal and was able to plug it in. So the questions, again, this is all part of that online experience. It's very thorough and very clean and very efficient, and a few unusual ones as well, so that you can be prepared next time you need to go through this. And then finally, guys, as I was getting to the end of that application process, when I clicked submit, I was offered insurance on the spot. And this won't be everyone's experience, I know that, but I was offered insurance on the spot based on what I was applying for and the questions, how I answered them, and all of that. I was able to click yes, connect my bank account, make the premium payment. I had life insurance within 20 minutes. Guys, versus in the past, it was a paper form that was then sent back and forth a few different times, often underwriting with the medical examiner. 3 months at the earliest, maybe 6 months, to get an offer from the insurance company that you could then say, yeah, I'm going to accept that, or no, I want to change, the amount of insurance that I'm selecting or the type of insurance, something like that. Guys, the whole process was 20 minutes. I connected my bank account, clicked pay, and I had the policy, the PDF of the policy, in force right then. As an advisor, as a financial planner, seeing this experience for clients, fantastic. You don't need to worry or think about, okay, how's it going to come back, and will we need to adjust the death benefit or the term that we're applying for? It was very clear. But as a consumer, the peace of mind that it was done, that it only took 20 minutes, that I didn't have anything further to do, that the payment was easy. As a consumer, it was completely night and day compared to what the process was just a couple of years ago. Life insurance is a financial planning decision. You've got to look, it's not just a transaction where you say, oh, I need coverage, I'll just get this, okay, I'm done. Or I've got a little bit through work, okay, I'm done. Work with your certified financial planner, look at all 6 areas of your financial life, see what you need, the amount that you need it, and then go out and find the most competitive price for your specific situation. And then from there, your experience should be completely digital. It should be seamless. It should be extremely efficient. It should no longer be the paper application and go send it off and wait several months, and then you find out they need a little bit more information and so on. Guys, it was the experience. That's the approach that you need, because again, we started with No one likes to think about life insurance, and the process of getting it in place was awful. Not anymore. Work with your certified financial planner on that. And if you don't have a CFP on your team or have that type of experience getting life insurance in place, you can always contact one of the CFPs on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K. WiseMoneyShow.com. You can find us there as well, or give us a call, 574-247-5898. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.